tell them who President Tanner is.
Have you ever heard of President Tanner? Okay, he served under, he was one of the presidency under 4 different presidents. And when they were older, and so he's really the one that's responsible for the beginning of the way Salt Lake has grown. He was the financial genius, really, of the church, and he was the foundation of the way that Salt Lake is now. And so he was in Cardston, and he was our bishop. I think it was his bishop, and a lot of the young boys weren't coming to church, and so he questioned them and wondered, why aren't you coming? Well, they didn't have decent pants. They just had their old, just as one pair of pants. And
overalls.
Overalls, yeah. Oh, you know, the old-fashioned overalls. That's what they had. And he said, well, if I wore those, will you come? And he did, and they did.
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
Jacob, do you have a question yet?
I'm trying to think of one.
Okay. We have about 5 minutes left.
You got
Who else
5
didn't get
minutes
to
left?
answer a question? Luke, did you ask a question?
Mine was kind of answered in Nate's.
Okay.
That's like biggest impactful.
And Davey.
Right, yeah, I can ask
Innovation.
what's your favorite, or what's your favorite childhood memory that you can think
My
of?
favorite childhood memory?
Yeah.
I was about 5 years old. 6 maybe. And my dad took me to the ice cream parlor. And we had an ice cream sundae. And it was just before Easter. And they had all these big chocolate rabbits, these chocolate chickens, and all these things in the store. And he said, oh, Barbara, which one of those do you like the best? Such a sweet memory.
Ask her about Garth.
I would like to say, one thing I'd like to say, I hope I can say it in less than 5 minutes, but you're going to have lots and lots and lots of problems in your life. You know that. You'll be tested and tried in ways that you can't imagine. I can't imagine your generation, how much they will be. But you have to know, no matter how terrible things are, they always pass. There's always a time when it's over and done and finished. And you will ultimately get to the time when you understand that it will pass, and you have a choice to make. You can either rise above the problem and solve it, and you have the choice. Will I be bigger, will I be bitter, or will I be better? And you choose, say, oh, this is a trial that I can rise above it. I choose to be better. And you pray for guidance, you pray for help, you get all, and it's there. Our Father's as near as you want it to be. The veil is as thin as it can be, but we have to open the door. He will never open the door for us. He will never open the door. We have to take the step, and you have the choice. Every day you have a choice. You can make it, and you will. And you're the chosen generation to bring in the Savior. You know that, I hope. You've got a tremendous responsibility. And looking at every one of you, you'll make it. You'll make it. And you'll say, there's a place prepared for you in the mansions of our Father.
Thank you.
Luke, you got a question?
Yeah. So
Yeah, last one.
I was told to ask about who is Garth, or
Say,
story about Garth.
Who's Garth?
Yeah. Who that?
Who's Garth, Mother?
who's Garth?
Yeah.
Who's that? Who?
Well, he wants to know who's
Yeah, who's
Garth.
Garth?
I do know about Garth.
Uh,
Oh, he was my boyfriend, sweetheart. Everybody should have had a Garth.
I'll pass, thanks.
My first
I
love,
knew Garth.
and I love him still. To know that he must have loved me too, but circumstances were that we never got being young. But anyway, when I was about 55, maybe going on 60, I was in Cardston with my mother, and the phone rang, and she says, "Barb," she says, "it's for you." and it's a man. And I said, it was my birthday, and we were having my birthday dinner. And I went to the phone, and there was this man's voice, and he said, "Happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you." And it was Garth. He remembered my birthday and heard that I was back because I lived in the States then. And he remembered it was my birthday. So he loved me a little bit too. One of my lovely, 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 sweet memories
That's awesome.
that I'll cherish. But we took our entertainment was all, there was no money. So we entertained ourselves. One time we went tobogganing in the winter and there was snow. And the boys told us that if we could shoot the gophers, we get 25 cents a tail. Did we ever get a tail? No.
That's awesome.
I did not know that story.
Okay,
I
Jacob's
have a
got one.
quick one. Since it's near Christmas time, or it's Christmas time, what is your favorite Christmas hymn and
My
why?
favorite Christmas,
No, Christmas Carol.
favorite
Or
Christmas
hymn.
carol.
Is that what you said?
Christmas hymn or carol? Yeah,
Growing up,
yeah.
oh my favorite. Oh, I have every teenage girl should have a teenage friends like I had. Every girl, every boy, we had such a good time. Life, as far as friends was concerned, was an absolute ball. And going to the dances and going to the parties and watching the basketball games and we made all our own entertainment on Sundays. We often made fudge. I can't believe that our mothers let us mess up their kitchen making fudge and stuff, but they did. And it was just wonderful and tender, sweet memories. But my favorite Christmas really was, we have do you want to hear this?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, we have a his, hers, and ours family. When Sheldon and I got married, he had 2 little girls and I had a little boy, 9, 7, and 6. And then we had a happy marriage, so we had 3 more, 2 little girls and 1 little boy. And when we got married, the two little girls had a mother who'd been sick for 6 years, and they'd been living with aunts and uncles and just kind of been farmed out all those years while their dad tried to make a living and take care of his sick wife. And my little boy was a little boy that my father and mother didn't ever have. So in their minds, he was their little boy. So when we got married, Stuart, my boy, he became a Lee. He knew he wasn't a Brewerton, he wasn't a McPherson, he was a Lee. And he belonged to a family. Those little girls had a home. And I loved them from those little girls. I loved them from the moment I first saw them. And I can still see them, those 2 little girls and that little boy. And so we went and got them on Christmas Eve, and when they
Well,
came,
tell them that you got married in November.
we got married on 20th of November, and so we had just bought a little new house, and it wasn't quite finished, so we had to wait for a few days. So we painted and decorated the house and got it all ready, and we worked so hard. And Sheldon would wake up at 4 o'clock and say, "Where was Barbara? Where was Barbara?" And I'd be sitting in the corner sewing or doing something. But anyway, we had the house, and Christmas Eve, Sheldon went and got the children. The girls were with an aunt and uncle, and Stuart was with the grandparents. And he went and got the 3 children and brought them there. And I was just finishing the tree. And they came, and can you believe those 3 little children? They really didn't know each other, they'd never been around each other. But we had this marvelous, marvelous Christmas with everything you can imagine. Then my mother and father came down the next day and they brought the Christmas dinner. We were a family. It was, you can't believe how wonderful that was. But when I was growing up, Christmas was friends. At 4 o'clock we'd start somebody would come and get somebody, and somebody go get somebody else, and by 5 or 6 o'clock we had
In the
6
morning.
Yeah, in the morning there was
Oh man.
showing out Christmas gifts and eating homemade chocolates.
That's awesome. Well, we probably better let you go because it's getting on 8 o'clock. I think that's when the visiting comes over. But did you want to sing together or something before we go? Have a song and a prayer?
We need to sing Christmas songs.
Well,
Yeah.
Brother Ordaz wanted to